All right, welcome to Booze and Views. I'm John Shrek McPhee, the sheriff of Baghdad. Today, I'm still on the road, as you can see. Today, I got a treat. Some guys gave me this week. Spent the week with some good dudes. They gave me this, so check this out. It's Ole Smokey moonshine, right? But it's chocolate cherries inside there. So I don't know if I like chocolate cherries. I don't know if you like chocolate cherries, but we're gonna try this out, right? So smells like cherries, looks like cherry juice. Check it out. All right, here goes. If there's any booze in it, it don't seem like it, that's for sure. Let's get one of these cherries out. Here's a true test. When you're getting cherries out of a bottle with a sharp object, it's all in the wrist. It's just a little flick like this, look. Right, it's just like that. I wasn't trying to get one yet, but it's just like that. You ready? Just move out of the way. This is a terrible idea. I just spilled it all over myself. Hey, that chocolate cherry moonshine shit is probably gonna gum up my auto opener. Terrible idea. Terrible. All right. I thought I could just stab them. I did bring a spoon. I'm not uncivilized, so let's check this out. Let's check. That tastes like booze. Definite same cherry flavor. I can taste the chocolate in the moonshine more than I can the cherries. The moonshine has less of an alcohol taste, and I think the chocolate covers it. But either way, this is pretty good stuff. It's dangerous because I could eat a few of these super quick. That's bad. In case you don't know, that's bad. All right, here goes. So today, right, we're gonna talk about not pulling the trigger. I didn't touch the trigger. So kids, you gotta leave the room. Adults, kind of, you know the deal. Prep your drinks. I'm gonna take a drink and then we're gonna get after this. So here, cheers. I can rock this. All right, so you guys seen this in the news. I told you in the last one, hey, there's some really weird news out there. So Alec Baldwin, right? You guys know who he is. Shot one of the producers on the set of a cowboy movie, right? You guys have all seen the news. Now, Alec Baldwin is a pretty hardcore anti-gun guy, and he's done some, I would say, pretty not tasteful comments against gun folks, like, you know, I hope you know what it feels like to shoot someone in the face. Some comments like this. Well, karma, right? It came back at him. He ends up shooting someone on the face on a set of a cowboy movie with a cowboy gun, right? So, look, I don't care about movies or any of that, the making of them, right? So, or actors for that matter. So, I kind of don't give a fuck here, right? But I would say this is someone losing their life is pretty tragic. And I used to always say this in the Army, right? Like, look, you know, to take a 4-day weekend, we would work Thursday night, right? Well, on one of these, work Thursday night to get an extra day off on the weekend. You know what I mean? If someone you know dies, true story, in training, right? Like, was it worth the extra day off? Because if we didn't do this and we just took a regular weekend, like, everyone would still be alive here, right? So we can't do things that inherently cause these deaths just for something else, right? We used to work Thursday night so we could take Friday off, right? Only for a guy to lose his life one night, right? So I would say this is like, look, these cowboy movies first and foremost, right? Look, if this guy came into my offices and said, hey, Sergeant Major, you know, I need to talk to you, I'd be like, okay, check this out. You know, you shot someone on the range, right? You know, you tell me your side of the story, let's hear it, right? If every fucking talk I have ever had in the Army my entire life has been this same conversation that Alec Baldwin is having now. I didn't shoot the hostage. There's 4 of us in this small room, right? And there's only 1 bullet hole in the hostage. Who shot the hostage? So as the boss, I would carry a pencil in my thing, and I just stick it in the target. And all of a sudden, that pencil, if the bullet's on any angle, whichever angle that bullet came from, the pencil will point to it. So you take the pencil, you stick it in the hole, and it points directly and solely only to you. Did you shoot the hostage? No. Right? Every fucking time. Okay. Look. Check this out, guys. There's only 4 of us in this room. 1 of us, just right now, who did this. And the pencil points to you, and that's the angle the bullet entered the target, right? Did you shoot the hostage? No. Right? And what happens is sometimes there's a trigger inside someone's brain where something triggered the brain to think this was a threat. So the fast side of the brain ends up thinking this is a threat, ends up shooting, right? Now, discrimination is kind of, it could be a fast or slow part of the brain to whether to know whether to shoot or not, if they have a weapon, if they're a threat, whatever, right? So you're gonna have to discriminate, and this is gonna have to happen quick if you're gonna take these shots to save your life, right? And all this, the brain thinks it does the right thing. So when I ask if you shot the hostage, right, you're gonna tell me no. This happens every fucking time, and every special forces guy who's done shoot house work will fucking tell you this same story. But here's the deal. Sometimes, right, the brain just thinks you didn't do it. Now, as a sergeant major inside of me, I would go, okay, you didn't shoot the hostage? Let's go to the video, because we have video, and this is the reason why I take video in every class I have, right? So we go to the video, and what do we see? Exactly what happened, right? So, hey, you didn't pull the trigger, biggest fucking crock of shit, and it's what every fucking kid who's trying to pass OTC or Sephardic that fucking does the same thing. It's the same thing that fucking kid says. I've seen this a million fucking times, and I'm gonna tell you this. Alec Baldwin, right? I know you're consulting with lawyers and you can afford lawyers I'll never be able to afford, but I'm gonna tell you this. If you admit that the gun was in your hand and you admit that the gun went off and actually killed somebody, like, yo, that trigger finger piece, no one's fucking buying it. No one gives a fuck, man. I just seen this, and look, I was gonna make this video sooner, but like this came out, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta talk about this now. So, Sergeant Major inside of me, what happened here? We broke one of the 4 fundamental safety rules. That is all, right? You didn't treat the weapon as if it was loaded, right? Because if you would have treated the weapon as if it was loaded, you never would have stuck it in a producer's face and ended up fucking shooting him, right? Because if the gun just did go off, if you didn't point it at him at all, it would have went off in a safe direction. Now, I know for a fact you were using a cowboy gun, not a SIG 320, so there's no fucking excuse here, right? My next question, when you said you didn't pull the trigger, I'd be like, oh, what kind of gun were you shooting? Oh, it's a cowboy gun? Okay, let me ask you this. Did you fuck with the hammer? Right? Because some of these modified cowboy guns, all you got to do is cock that hammer back, you hold the trigger pinned, and it'll just drop. Bang. So, did you fuck with the hammer? Because if you fucked with the hammer and the hammer went forward, that bullet's going to go off because it's a fixed firing pin. Bang. Right? So my next question was, did you fuck with the hammer? However, these fucking reporters have no idea what the fuck they're asking. They don't know about guns. No one on the set knows about guns. One fucking person on this set with a basic safety course could have told you this gun is loaded with real bullets, right? Not an expert, a regular person who has taken a basic safety course could tell you this gun is loaded, right? Either A, unloaded, however that needs to happen, or B, someone's probably gonna get shot as you're fucking with it, right? So look, Alec Baldwin, just cause You were on the news saying you didn't touch the trigger. That gun went off. The gun was in your hand. There's photo evidence of it, right? No one's gonna believe that, right? And you'd be better off just fucking owning whatever ended up happening instead of your fucking bullshit, right? This is Clinton shit we see right here, right? This is fucking Bill Clinton shit. Like, define the word is. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you're fucking guilty, right? We all know how these stories always end up panning out. You think this guy's any different? Now, I think there's gonna be significant legal challenges, but Alec Baldwin being famous can never be guilty, and that's that. I'm John Shrek McPhee, the sheriff of Baghdad. This is Booze and Views.